This is a house, and this is a home. Can you tell the difference between these two? You probably can't because you don't pay attention. Look from far, and it will be a building. Look closely, and it will tell you a story. Little do you know that the home is a reflection of oneself confessing one's deepest secret. I'm sorry, have I lost you already? All right then, I'll make this easier for you. 3 stories will be told, but you will only believe one. The choice of which to believe depends on how close you pay attention. Now, shall we begin? It was morning. A scriptwriter by the name of Michael Hayes worked on his newly written script. The title changed occasionally from Abnormal to The Abnormal. Unfortunately, his script, criticized for being far too complex, lacked attention from the film industry. His unpopularity was justified by his bad habits, such as waking up at 2 in the afternoon, drinking 2 cups of coffee per day, sometimes 3, needing 2 bottles of beer to fall asleep. He would sometimes pick up chow mein noodles at 2 in the morning whenever he didn't have any inspiration. The noodles didn't help, of course, but nevertheless filled his stomach. He always bought the cheapest cigarettes in the store, smoking a pack a day, sometimes 2. Now, what an exceptionally miserable story. It's all right, because the first story ends here, and the second begins there. Grand classical music plays in Michael's small home. Modest. That was what Michael was often called by his parents. Michael had always refused to let his success in Hollywood as a scriptwriter shape his lifestyle. In fact, he always wrote his greatly respected script in his humble home. Hold on. That's better. Michael's newly written script patiently waited on the desk, ready to be read and made into a 5-star movie. The only problem was its title changing back and forth from Abnormal to The Abnormal. This identity crisis tortured his script. On top of that, Michael's script had to endure the disgusting smell of chow mein noodles merging with the scent of Michael's cigarettes. After hours of typing, correcting, adding, deleting, and re-adding, Michael would finally fall asleep, satisfied, on his warm mattress that adjusted to each curve of his body, surrounding him in serene, soundless sleep. Now don't make up your mind yet. The 3rd story has not yet been told. In fact, the 2nd ends here, and the 3rd begins there. That is a script written by Michael's friend, now a dead man. This is quite a peculiar story, as a matter of fact. We will have to start from the beginning in order to know why a dead man's script ended up in Michael's home. It was night. The clock read 9:51 despite the real time being 9:56. Like his clock, Michael was always wrong. The wrong choice of career, the wrong title, the wrong girlfriend, and even the wrong Chinese noodles. In fact, it had not come to Michael's mind that he wanted lo mein noodles and not chow mein noodles. Michael's scripts were often made into a laughingstock among the anonymous internet critics who often called him a wannabe Tarantino. Michael frequently fantasized about killing these anonymous critics, especially Smiley Face 456, in the same way his main character did in the script. He smoked 2 packs of cheap cigarettes per day, killing himself by the second, but he did not care. The only thing Michael did care about was writing that one perfect script, leading to his career in Hollywood. And how perfect then, that an old friend of his, Andrew Park, showed him the draft of his newly written script. An obvious masterpiece. There was no question of whether to do the right thing. Unfortunately for Michael, killing his friend left its trace. A script stained with its owner's blood. Now, the 3 stories have been told, and you're free to choose the one that is worth your trust. Perhaps, maybe, you don't believe any. maybe you've noticed a small detail that I have missed that tells a different story. Your version of the story.